Hi there. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a classic dish today, shrimp scampi. And it's so simple, it's very quick, it's very easy, and it absolutely is delicious. The family's going to love it. So let's get started. We have about 6 medium cloves of garlic that I've minced, and I have a pound of very large shrimp, an oxymoron there. So the shrimp that I buy is frozen, and it says easy peel on the bag. So what I would do, I take it when it's frozen and I put it in a bowl of cool water, and it's very easy to peel off the shell. And make sure you take the tails off. We don't want anyone getting that stuck in their throat. So what we're going to do is start by melting our butter. I have a half stick of butter, and I'm going to put that in the pan. And that is going in with just some olive oil. I'd say about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So when you're cooking with butter to brown things, you never want to put the butter in by itself because the butter will burn. So you always put some kind of oil with the butter, either vegetable oil, canola oil. So right now I'm using olive oil. And we're going to let the butter melt down. And once the butter is melted, we're going to put our garlic in there to brown. Okay, our butter is melting down. So there's still some butter there that needs to melt, but I'm going to put the garlic in now so that can start browning as the butter is melting. Smells so good. Brown up pretty quickly. Like I said before, these are about 8 medium and large cloves of garlic mixed in that I've minced up. Smells so good. Okay. I'm going to lower the heat on that a little bit. Beautiful. So now the garlic is starting to brown. And stick to my spoon also, and that's okay. And we're going to add some white wine. Now you don't want to put an expensive white wine when you're cooking because you're doing this just for flavor. You don't want to put, a Chardonnay. I like my wine to be a little bit sweet when I'm cooking with it. This is a Pinot Grigio. This is a dry wine, but it's fine for this dish. So I'm going to add about a cup of white wine, and I'm going to add that to the garlic. Maybe a little more. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to bring that to a simmer. And in this I'm going to add my parsley flakes. I'm going to add about a handful of dried parsley flakes to this. And some black pepper. Now I use my black pepper right out of the can. So you want to be generous with the black pepper, but it shouldn't be overbearing. I'll put some salt. And we're going to let that simmer a little bit. So if you're going to serve your shrimp scampi with a baguette, with Italian bread, any kind of bread instead of pasta or rice, you would have plenty of sauce and you'd be able to add the shrimp now. But if you're serving this over pasta, I like to serve it over angel hair pasta, you're probably going to want to add some chicken broth to this. So I don't keep chicken broth in the house. I cannot make chicken broth every day, even though you can make it and freeze it. But I prefer to keep bouillon in the house. So I have chicken bouillon, and I boiled a cup of chicken bouillon. I'm going to add this to my wine and butter mixture. And I'm going to bring this to a full boil. And in addition to my bouillon, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And bottled lemon juice is fine. Doesn't have to be freshly squeezed, even though fresh is best. But this is just as delicious. So as soon as this comes to a boil, we're ready to add our shrimp. So we have our sauce is boiling. It's at a nice boil. I'm going to add a pound of shrimp to this. And like I said, the reason that I put the chicken stock or bouillon is just to give me more of a sauce so that we can put this over pasta. Now you don't want your sauce to be thick. The sauce is going to be thin. You can see that this is a runny sauce, but that's fine. Because when we put this with the pasta, we're going to add cheese to it, grated cheese, and that's going to thicken it up for you. So you can see our shrimp are starting to turn color. When your shrimp is totally orange, then they're cooked. You don't want to overcook it. They'll get a little tough, a little rubbery. So let's let this come back to a boil. And I'm just going to turn my shrimp over so they cook thoroughly on all sides. As the shrimp are cooking, you can smell that wonderful smell, the shrimp smell. And when it blends together with the garlic and the butter and the wine and the lemon, oh, it's just fantastic. You are going to love this. This is a dish you're going to make often. One, because it's quick, it's easy, and two, your family's going to ask for it. So, just a heads up. Okay, so here we have our shrimp and that wonderful scampi sauce. And now we're going to prepare our angel hair pasta. So here we have our angel hair pasta. This boils up very quickly. You want to leave it a little al dente. This cooks through quite quickly. And we're going to take our shrimp scampi and add this to our angel hair pasta. And I'm going to put all the liquid in there so we have a nice sauce. Get the garlic in there. And this I'm going to top off with grated cheese. Just a nice amount of grated cheese. And we're going to mix this in. And again, you can serve this with some nice crusty bread, hot bread, with pasta, with rice. And there you have our delicious, beautiful shrimp scampi. Bon appetit.